Music videos have become a staple of the media industry throughout the years. But what has driven the popularity of music videos today? In this video, I will be exploring why artists and companies choose to use music videos and why they are such an effective promotional tool. I think when talking about the mainstream popularity of music videos, you have to understand the primary concern for large record companies is to generate as much income as possible through promoting artists into becoming big names. This indicates that the abundance of music videos is due to the fact that they are an effective promotional tool. Music videos such as Gangnam Style, for example, have been incredibly successful at promoting the artist, with almost 4 billion views and 20 million likes as of January 2021, making the video the 8th most viewed YouTube video today. And in 2012 when it released, it was the first video to ever reach 1 billion views on YouTube. The music video launched Psy, the artist behind the song, into instant fame. Much of the video's success can be attributed to the simple and easy to learn dance moves featured in the video, which went viral at the time and caused the song to surge in popularity. I also think that the comedic elements to the video help cement the song and video into pop culture. The presence of Psy in the video also generated interest in him as a person, as at the time of the release of Gangnam Style he was an unknown in the mainstream music scene, but the music video for Gangnam Style made his face recognisable to audiences around the world. This name and face recognition meant that Psy's next notable song, Gentleman, would also see great popularity with 1.3 billion views on YouTube as of today. The current number one track in the UK as of January 2021 is the song Driver's License. The music video accompanying the song recently reached 74 million views on YouTube. The question is, what caused this video to be a successful promotional tool, as unlike Gangnam Style, there is no simplistic dance moves or comedy in the video. This brings up the point that there is never one singular way to guarantee the success of a music video. Instead, there are a series of codes and conventions that higher budget music videos especially try to adhere to. For instance, like Gangnam Style, the music video for Driver's License features the artist lip-syncing to the song during the video, which can be considered a convention within music videos that have been successful and is a great way to promote the artist within the video. Just look at the second highest viewed YouTube video of all time, Despacito, which also used this lip-syncing technique to successfully promote the artist behind the song. At the same time though, it's also important to realise each successful music video will have some kind of unique selling point to help it stand out from the crowd. A unique selling point for Driver's License, for example, is the vibrant and visually appealing use of colour and cinematography throughout the video. On the other hand, some of Gangnam Style's unique selling points are the original dance moves and its use of comedy. When wanting to promote an artist, a clear way of doing so is to feature the artist behind the song in the music video for the song, as it allows the audience to build a visual connection with the artist whose image will now be subconsciously associated with the original song. This is why the lip-syncing convention became as popular as it did. Additionally, if you are able to find effective, unique selling points for a music video, then this would indicate a formula for successful promotion. As mentioned at the start of this video, the main concern for major record label companies is to try and generate the most amount of income possible. So, how exactly do they monetize music? Let's start by talking about perhaps the simplest and most direct form of sales, which is buying a song or album physically. Nowadays, there are really only two ways of buying music physically, and that is either by CD or vinyl. Although many understand the popularity of the CD due to most cars and houses having some kind of DVD player, there is often some confusion from music outsiders as to why vinyls are still so popular today. An article that sheds some light on the matter is one from Dan DeSimone on the medium.com website. Some of the reasons they give for the popularity of vinyl is the unique sound quality they offer, the overall value they present, and the overall different experience of listening to music this way. That being said, I think it is fair to say that with the evolution of technology, the music industry has shifted away from the physical medium and is now more focused on the digital and music streaming websites. This is a big reason why music videos have reached the popularity they have, as sites like YouTube are perfect for both visual and auditory content, so combining the two seemed like a very natural thing to do. Of course, streaming services weren't the first platform where music videos became popular. The original rise in music videos can likely be attributed to music video television channels like MTV, which were pioneers for the music video industry. As in the early to late 90s especially, watching music videos on MTV was very popular, as people loved seeing their favourite artists on screen, and it spawned an entire wave of popular dance moves, as many artists such as Michael Jackson would come up with their own dance routines and feature them in the music videos aired on MTV. But over the years, MTV has shifted away from airing music videos and now focuses primarily on a more traditional television station output with an emphasis on reality TV. The success of shows like MTV Cribs are what led to this shift in content from MTV, and since the late 90s they have gradually phased out their music video program and instead regularly release shows such as Ain't That America on both their live channels and also on their website. YouTube specifically is used by artists and companies to release music videos regularly, and it is the primary platform where music videos are viewed right now. So how exactly do artists and companies make money off YouTube? Well, the most direct way is through advertising, as when you click on a YouTube video, you will likely be shown an ad before watching the video and may even be shown ads during the video as well. For each ad viewed, the company or artist behind the video will get a cut of the money from the ad. So the more clicks the video gets means that more ads will be viewed by people consuming the video, which means that the amount of views a music video on YouTube receives will dictate the amount of money generated directly from the video. So the more views a music video gets on YouTube means more money will be generated for the publishers of the video. Another common way that music videos can be used to extend the amount of income generated from a song is through product placement. As there is now a visual element to the songs, it makes sense that product placement could be implemented in a similar way to how it is used in film. And like in film, there are both subtle and not so subtle examples of how product placement is used. An article from the website Trendjackers rates a few music videos with product placement in them in terms of the subtlety of the product placement, which illustrates this point quite well. For instance, an example they give of subtle product placement is in the video for Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit, which features a Converse product placement in its opening that is barely even noticeable. On the other hand, an example they give as to an unsubtle product placement can be seen from Post Malone's White Iverson music video, which features extremely blatant Rolls-Royce and Mercedes-Benz product placement throughout. There are also more indirect ways that music videos can generate income, and that is through artist promotion. As mentioned earlier, the video of Gangnam Style was a big part of what led to the success of that song, and the fact it featured the artist Psy performing dance moves in the video directly led the audience to buy artist merchandise featuring depictions of Psy and depictions of the famous dance moves, meaning there was more money to be made from merchandise as a direct consequence. Another indirect way music videos can be used to generate income is they can be used to promote artists' live performances and sell more concert tickets. Music videos such as Avicii's Wake Me Up have done this by featuring footage of the artist's live performances in the video, which is designed to make his concerts look appealing to fans, which will encourage them to consider buying tickets for their live performances, thus generating more income in that way. Another thing that is commonly used to boost an artist's image is to feature other big-name artists in the music video for a song. Doing this expands the audience of both artists, as it generates interest from fans of the featured artist, and also promotes the featured artist to people who are already fans of the primary artist's music. An example of this is Run the Jewels song Out of Sight, which features the artist 2 Chainz. This technique of featuring an outside artist in a music video is especially popular in the hip-hop genre. Of course, you can't talk about online music videos today without mentioning Vevo. Essentially, Vevo is a joint venture company that was started by 3 of the biggest record label companies, Sony Music Entertainment, Universal Music Group, and EMI. Vevo is best known for publishing music videos onto YouTube and has big-name artists such as Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift under their belt. Some of the big advantages of using Vevo are shown by an article on the Starstorm website. These advantages include higher earning potential, giving your brand a more premium image, and a chance to get more exposure through Vevo's promotional opportunities. The main downside to using Vevo though is its lack of creative control in comparison to YouTube, as you are unable to customize your channel in the way you would normally be able to on YouTube. The reason that artists can make more money off of Vevo is because they have their own unique advertising algorithm that tends to pay out better than YouTube. As Vevo videos are released on a number of platforms such as Apple TV, Now TV and Virgin Media, so the potential for getting advertising money is much higher than just uploading the video onto YouTube. There is no denying the success of the Vevo platform on YouTube, with the Justin Bieber Vevo channel alone standing at 60.7 million subscribers. Of course, YouTube isn't the only site that allows artists to publish music videos. Streaming services like Apple Music also allow music videos on their platform, but unlike YouTube, you are required to either pay a subscription or to buy the song individually to watch a music video in its entirety on Apple Music. This is because music videos on Apple Music don't get their revenue from advertising, rather they get it from direct sales and subscribed clicks. Because of this, YouTube has stayed the primary platform for watching music videos to this day, as the accessibility of free content is incredibly appealing to audiences. There are also many other platforms to consider that allow the publishing of music videos, and again, as mentioned, one of the biggest deciding factors for record labels and artists will be based on income. This is important because not all streaming platforms will pay out the same, so it is important to know the differences in pay per click on some of the major streaming sites. This graph shows a ranking of some of the major streaming platforms in terms of pay. As you can see, the platform with the highest payout per click is Napster, and the platform with the least payout per click is YouTube. So, if YouTube pays out the worst out of any major platform, then why use it? Well, the answer to that is that YouTube has by far the largest user base of any streaming platform. Right now, the second biggest music streaming platform in terms of numbers is Spotify, with 286 million users, which simply pales in comparison with YouTube's 2 billion users. Because of this want to reach the biggest audience possible, YouTube has remained extremely popular for streaming music, despite the payout per view being so bad. Something else that YouTube has over platforms like Spotify and Amazon Music is its accessibility, as anyone in the world, no matter how well known or obscure they are, can create a YouTube account and are able to upload content with no data limit. Creating a YouTube account is also very easy, as anyone with a Google account is able to use YouTube. Spotify and Amazon Music, on the other hand, are not so simple when it comes to uploading music, as you cannot just upload music directly to these platforms. Instead, if you want to upload music to either, you must do it through another third-party company such as TuneCore, making the process of uploading videos harder for the average person. There is also the fact that many streaming companies who are not YouTube are only just adding the ability to watch music videos from their platform, and Spotify, which is probably YouTube's biggest competitor, still do not allow you to watch full music videos on their site, making them one of the last major music streaming platforms to add this feature. Spotify have stated that music videos will be coming to their platform in the future, but as of now it is still a missing feature. Of course, a big reason why YouTube still has by far the biggest user base of any streaming platform is because it is not only musical content they facilitate. Instead, it is just about anything that you can name that is put onto the site every single day. This also means that using YouTube as a big artist allows you to upload other content such as interviews and promotions, which can help your user base grow further. This combination of accessibility and overall user base is why Napster, which is the best paying platform per view, is still less used than the bigger platforms like Spotify and YouTube. Napster had 2.27 million total views in December 2020, which completely pales in comparison to sites like YouTube. YouTube's accessibility and larger user base has also allowed smaller artists to be launched into worldwide fame. Justin Bieber is a great example of this, as he was a completely unknown artist until a talent manager found him doing a cover of a song on YouTube and instantly saw the potential in him to make it big in the music industry, so signed him to RBMG Records. When Bieber went on to release his first EP, he became the first artist to ever have 7 songs from a first-time record to hit the top 100 billboards. That being said though, as a musical artist, the best way to get the biggest audience possible is to upload your music to not just one platform, but as many as you possibly can. as this way you will be able to have the best chance at growing and also the most revenue streams, which will make you more money overall. This need for reaching multiple platforms is what drove the popularity of Vevo, which allows you to automatically have your music on all Vevo platforms if you choose to upload your music through them. Vevo also, of course, is a video-based platform, so allows artists to generate more income through the video elements such as product placement. This is why songs from big artists always appear on every platform, as it allows the artist to diversify their revenue streams on multiple platforms and also introduce their music to multiple user bases. Another shift in the industry that we've been seeing recently is that the most popular ways to watch music videos and musical content in general has shifted from devices like television and PCs and is now dominated by mobile platforms like smartphones. But perhaps the most surprising statistic can be seen from the website statista.com, which shows that as of May 2019, the most popular way to listen to music today is the radio platform. This may be a surprise, especially to people of the younger generation who barely listen to the radio. A demographic survey by the BBC may shed some light on what is happening here, as the survey states that 58% of their listeners are over the age of 55, so it seems that radio is even today the most popular platform for the older generation. So, depending on who your target audience is can also play a big role in where you choose to play your music, as there are some genres of music that will be much less popular with an older generation than others. Another notable technique that can be used by music videos is synergy. Synergy is essentially when two or more media sectors work together to create a singular product that benefits all parties involved. Perhaps the most common form of synergy in music videos is when they synergize with film productions. An example of this would be when the band 21 Pilots collaborated with Warner Bros. To create a song for the film Suicide Squad. The song is titled Heathens and was released on June 16th, 2016 ahead of the August 5th release date for the film. By getting ahead of the release of the film, this allowed the song to generate hype amongst fans for the film, which could bolster the film's sales. The popularity of the Warner Bros. Superhero films will have also helped give the song Heathens more popularity. This is basically the point of synergy. It's an agreement between companies that allows all parties involved to further profit. The choice to use the artist 21 Pilots specifically for this promotion was due to the fact that they have a trendy and unconventional style to their music, which reflects the film Suicide Squad in that the film was supposed to present an alternative to the usual superhero films at the time, which were designed for family audiences and always had a clear line between who was good and who was bad, which is something that Suicide Squad attempted to present an alternative to, and 21 Pilots' edgy reputation plays into this. The edgy style of 21 Pilots also means that the target audience for their fans will line up with the target audience for Suicide Squad, as the film is also edgy in nature. The music video itself features a mixture of footage of the band members and footage from the film, making the video take on an almost trailer-like quality to it by promoting the film in a way that gives the audience an idea of what it will be like. Say what you want about how awful the film and song turned out in the end, there is no denying their success. With the song reaching number 3 on the 2016 charts and gaining over 1.5 billion views on YouTube, and the film making $746.8 million at the box office, it's fair to say that both are a big financial success, and it's likely that the release of the song helped both the artist and the film make money. Another example of music and film synergy can be seen from the Adele song Skyfall. The song came about when Adele was approached by some of the producers of the film Skyfall, who wanted to use her for the opening theme song of the film. Using popular artists to make opening songs for a James Bond film is a staple of the franchise, and Adele's popularity, especially with a slightly older audience at the time, made her a good fit for the song. Like with the song Heathens, the Adele song was released before the film came out in order to generate interest from Adele fans into seeing the film. Unlike the music video for Heathens though, the music video for Skyfall doesn't feature any footage from the film. Instead, the video is a stylized lyric video. The choice to release the song like this puts an emphasis on the lyrics of the song, which will allow James Bond fans to come up with interpretations of the lyrics to try and guess what happens in the film, which helps to generate hype and interest in the film before it releases. The choice to not show film footage in the music video also keeps the content of the film a mystery to Adele fans watching the video, so may get them to want to watch the film and find out what the song is about. Like Heathens and Suicide Squad, both the song and film Skyfall were a success, with the song reaching number 2 on the UK singles chart and the film making $1.1 billion at the box office. To end off this video, I'm going to talk through the differences between major label, independent label, and self-published artists. Starting with major label record companies, there is really only 3 key players today that fall into this major label category, and they are Sony BMG, Universal Music Group, and Warner Music Group. So, let's take a look at a music video that was produced by an artist who is signed to a major record label. The video I want to talk about today is the music video for the song Sorry for Party Rocking by LMFAO. The band LMFAO is signed to the major label record Universal Music Group, which means that the music video for the song Sorry for Party Rocking was able to have a high budget with extensive extras and costumes. This higher budget approach is typical for major label artists. Something else to note is that the video for Sorry for Party Rocking features an intro section before the song starts, which sets up a loose narrative to the song's video. This is also a technique used by other major label artists such as Katy Perry in the music video for Not the End of the World. Also note that Katy Perry is also signed to Universal Music Group, meaning it could be said that this particular technique is especially popular with this particular record label. The narrative to the song Sorry for Party Rocking also fits in with the lyrics of the song, which are about the artist not caring if he is making too much noise when he is partying. Like in Sorry for Party Rocking, the Katy Perry video features professional makeup and extensive use of extras. It's interesting to note though, that in both the Katy Perry and LMFAO videos, there are also examples of more amateurish production design. This could be to stylistically fit in with the light tone of the songs, while also cutting back on production costs slightly, while still maintaining the interest of a mainstream audience. Both videos also use the lip-syncing technique, and the Sorry for Party Rocking music video also features both the artists and the extras dancing to the song in the video, which creates a high-energy feel that matches the song well. The dance choreography is also professional in nature, which again reflects the higher budget major records are able to have. The LMFAO video also features a cameo from big-name actor David Hasselhoff, which again shows the higher budget and makes the entire video feel more mainstream and professional in quality, because we associate celebrities with mainstream culture. Using actors and other celebrities in major record label productions is also common and can be seen in videos like the Love the Way You Lie music video by Eminem, which features a cameo from Megan Fox. Love the Way You Lie is also a good example of how major label artists like to feature other major label artists in their songs, as the Eminem song features Rihanna. The reason these features are especially popular for major record label artists is because these labels tend to have much bigger names assigned to them, and the bigger the name of the artist means that the more of their own fans they will bring to another artist if featured in a song. Moving on to independent record labels now, the big differences between major and independent labels are budget and creative freedom. Independent label artists tend to have more amateurish quality to their videos, but in return are allowed more creative freedom with what they can do with their music videos. As because major labels put more money on the line with each video they produce, they tend to have to play it safe and stick to a formula when making the videos. Independent label artists have more room to break the formula for making videos. However, there is still of course codes and conventions they usually try to stick to. The music video for AJJ's song Gift of the Magi 2 is a good example of this, as the artist behind the song, who has been signed to many different independent record labels throughout the years, from Audio Confusion to Asian Man Records, chose to have fun with the music video for his song and shot the entire thing as a one-take shot of him, as well as other band members and friends of his, running down an empty road being assaulted by various people who throw things like water balloons and pies at them. Like Sorry for Party Rocking, the video also fits into the narrative style of music videos, but here the narrative is much more simplistic and is not really explained. Instead, the narrative is literally just people start running, people get assaulted, then people stop running. The narrative also fits in with the song, but in a more metaphorical and interpretive way, as the song is about the artist basically saying, "Screw life," and the constant bombardment of the band members in the video reflects how life is bombarding him constantly. In comparison to the major label videos I looked at, Gift of the Magi 2 has much less production value and costumes, and the entire thing feels much less professionally choreographed and is much more amateurish in style. That being said, I actually think this lower budget look works well for the song and the artist, as their punk style is reflected by a music video that doesn't seem to care as much about professionalism. Like Sorry for Party Rocking though, the video for Gift of the Magi 2 also uses the lip-syncing technique, as throughout the video the lead vocalist is lip-syncing to the song. It's arguable that having the artist's face in an independent label video is actually even more important than a major record one, as putting their face and image out there will increase the chances of a smaller artist getting recognised, and it builds a more personal relationship with the artist's fans if they recognise their face. Another good example of an independently signed artist using their face in a music video is in the video for the song Everyone by Wilco. This song is also a good example of how just because the budget of your music video is smaller doesn't mean that it has to look unprofessional, as some of the editing techniques and shots in this video look professional in quality despite being clearly shot on a lower budget than the major label videos. It's also fair to note that music videos by independently signed artists on average tend to get much less attention and views than one by a major record label company, with Gift of the Magi 2 sitting at around 159,000 views in comparison with Sorry for Party Rocking's 534 million. This is of course because major label artists tend to have much more of a following than independently signed artists, and as bigger artists have bigger companies behind them, it makes sense that they are able to receive more views from a video. Because of this smaller audience, independent record artists don't tend to make that much money directly from their music videos in comparison with major ones. This is why it is very important for them to use these videos as a promotional tool for themselves. Now let's discuss self-published artists. Due to having no record company to adhere to, self-published artists have the most creative freedom to do what they want with their music videos, but in return have a budget that is little to nothing. Like with independent record label artists, it is most effective for self-published artists to use their music videos as promotional tools, as they are likely to make even less money directly from the music videos themselves than even independent label artists do. The music video for the artist's swan song, No Words No Thoughts, is an excellent example of how a self-published artist can use a music video to promote themselves, as the entire video is a 10-minute edit of one of the band's live performances of the song. This means that people who watch the music video are able to get an idea of what the band's live performances are like, and as self-published bands tend to make most of their money from live performances and reputation, giving the audience an idea of what going to one of their performances is like makes for an effective promotional tool, and a video like this can be shot with little to no budget, as it only requires someone with a camera to film the performance. This technique to promote live performances is also effective when used by independent record artists as well, and going back to the Wilco song Everyone Hides, that video features footage of the band rehearsing for a live performance, which has the same effect of promoting an artist's live performances. Of course, the live performance nature of the music video also means that the band members' faces are shown to the viewer, which again helps to build that face recognition to the artist. I would say that even in comparison with the independent record label music videos, the budget of No Words No Thoughts video was likely even lower, as the band regularly performs live anyway, so producing a music video this way means that the video is achievable on a very small budget. Even the video Gift of the Magi 2, which looks like it has barely any budget at all, will have cost some money to film considering the props they needed for the video, but all of the musical equipment Swans uses in their live performance is already owned by them, so costs nothing to use in the video. In comparison with major record labels, it's fair to say that the composition and variety of shots tends to be lower in independent and self-published artists' music videos, but artists like AJJ have been able to make this work to their advantage, as it fits in well with the band's style, and Swans have managed to work around their smaller budget by using live performance footage in smart ways. So, just because independent and self-published artists' music videos have lower budgets, doesn't mean that they can't fulfill a purpose if executed smartly. The music video for No Words No Thoughts is sitting at around 900,000 views, which means that it actually performed better than Gift of the Magi 2, despite being from a self-published artist. This is likely down to the fact that the video was uploaded to the Pitchfork YouTube channel. Pitchfork are a music reviewing website that sometimes features artists that they think deserve praise, and the legendary reputation the band Swans has managed to gain over their many years of producing music and live performances allow them to get noticed by Pitchfork for the quality of their uncompromising music. This shows that even self-published artists are able to find success through promoting their image, which is why it is so important for smaller artists to build their reputation if they want to make it in the industry, and promotional music videos that feature the artists' faces are an excellent way of doing that. Hopefully during this video you've been able to learn something about why music videos are as big as they are, and how they came about. Thanks for watching.